have basically 127. That can't be true. 129 on TikTok. We are TikToking away. TikToking away. Let's do a fun TikTok video. So we got all these people watching on TikTok, but nobody wants to be on my show. Mac Henry is now on TikTok. I think that was Mac Henry. He was trying to be funny with me. Wow, that little weasel. Well, good morning, TikTokers. Yes, I'm doing a live stream right now. Okay, I didn't push the button, which I'm not going to. Okay, so we got invite here. Well, let's try invite again. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if anybody joins our TikTok live event, okay? We got to make sure. See, now, you see, here's what I'm finding out about TikTok. All of a sudden, the numbers go really high, like to 146, and then all of a sudden it drops. And I think that those are AIs, that they're getting on it, giving me fake, real numbers. I don't know if I'm right or not. I could be, but, you know, we got a lot of hearts, though. Hearts mean that those are real people, okay? And when you comment, so when you comment, that means you're a real person, okay? So pretty much. Thank you. So just sell cars, tanks, no toy soldiers. Yes, we have plenty of toy soldiers. We have lots of toy soldiers. Good morning. Oh, I like when people comment as a guest. Thank you for your service. Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Captain. Yes, sirree. Submarine service. Oh, say, can you see? Okay, I can see them. I keep inviting people, but nobody wants to join. Okay, can I see them? Yeah, okay, so they want to see all the army men. So we have over here.
What up? You working for a truck? What's your country song? I'm just a kid working for a truck.
And that's right. What was that for?
Because you always avoid my
attacks.
Yes. Well, we had a bunch of army men. Well, where'd all the army men go?
They're at the warehouse. Do you want me to call Danny?
No. See, this
is your minions?
All you have to do is go on to the website and type in Tim Toys. Like we have these little toy soldiers.
Let me close Danny.
I had a bunch over here. We have these toy soldiers, then we have 50 toy soldiers like these. Then we have these are 2 colors. And then we have these right here. But now also we have other toy soldiers. Yeah, they might have to go down to the warehouse.
They don't have a car that you want to come.
Yeah, just tell them to walk.
Pick them up.
So, I had a whole wall of army men. They were over there. Then I had them all over here. And my son, he keeps changing things around, okay? And I don't even have my RoboGear. The only thing I have my RoboGear, this is my best seller. You basically get 21 army men. You get 8 different action figures. You put them together and you play. This is an entire game. An entire game called RoboGear. Entire game called RoboGear. This is my best-selling game. And it's 2 people. It's a 2-player game. You get basically 8 figures. These walkers are kind of walkers and airplanes. And then you get 24 soldiers and a base. And you have all the instructions, the dice, everything is complete in this RoboGear. Item 6000, RoboGear Battle. That's what they look like when they're painted. Isn't that cool? And that's what they look like painted. And that's RoboGear. But my son, he's redoing that. See, here's the problem. My son is redoing everything online because we don't have a lot of people that walk in. Most of our business is online. And so he thinks that nothing in the store should be set up for people that come in. And so all the product that we have is online. But I told him, I said, if I'm doing these live streams, people need to see the stuff that I'm talking about. If I'm not talking about it, then they don't know we have it. So that's the argument that I get in with my son. But if you go to the website and type in Tim Toys, you type in Tim Toys, and a lot of stuff we're out of, unfortunately. We're getting more stuff in. You type in Tim Toys. Tim. So these are the kind of, we have tanks, military men, airplanes, Jeeps. And there's a lot of that stuff. I mean, a lot of it were sold out, but I'm not allowed to buy anymore, which is kind of frustrating. Yeah, that's sad. Hey, Mac, watch your language. Okay. Well, both the shows today, I've invited enough people to come on to my show, and nobody wants to be on the live. Please tune in tonight. Do you have any star cars? Star. I don't have any star cars. I've invited enough people. Oh well. Movie. So this is why our toy cap guns are so popular, is they're all die cast. So this is a die cast cap gun, okay? It has the red cap on it. You cannot shoot because it's a red cap. They're basically cap guns, okay? 8-shot cap guns. But what's nice about mine is they're die cast. Now, movie cars, well, all we have is, like, for example, in 132nd, or in HO, we have John Wick. We have the John Wick cars. Both the John Wick cars. We have the John Wicks, and then we have the Blues Brothers. The Blues Brothers. Then we have the Blues Brothers Monte Car, or the police cars from the Blues Brothers. Both the police cars. this video will be banned because the gun was shown. Oh, I forgot to show it. And then we have dragsters. Oh, and then we have all the movie cars. So we have the cars. So this car is from oh shoot, I always forget this name. Not Smokey and the Bandit. We have Smokey and the Bandit. But oh gosh. Why do I always forget this? I give up. You got Daisy's car. You got her Jeep. These are all movie icons. Plus you have the, this is another movie icon. And then we have, oh, Dukes of Hazzards. That's it, Dukes of Hazzards. And then we have the Smokey and the Bandit. And that's all 130 or HO. Now 132nd, we have about 4 or 5 different Bond cars. What the heck is that?
You want inside?
Yeah, put it right here.
Keep it in there.
This is the only one?
Yeah, I gotta measure that. No, we got a bunch at the warehouse.
No, but why do we have? Why was there just? Was that all that came?
Yeah, that's what they.
Okay, we just got in more of these, which is probably the biggest toy from the 1970s, and it is called the Big Wheel. So we have the Big Wheel. These are available at ProTinkerToys right now. This was probably the funnest toy from the 70s and the 80s. It's called the Big Wheel. That's right. And this comes with a little compartment where you can put toys in. This is probably the funnest toy you can ever get for your kid, especially if he's young. And this is ages 3 to 7. The Big Wheel. I'm going to get this for my grandson, Mac, for Christmas. Of course, he's not 3. Ages 3 to 7, the Big Wheel. Available at ProTinkerToys.com. Yes, sirree, the Big Wheel. Holy cow, this thing is huge. Oh my gosh, look at these wheels. Check out these wheels. Oh my gosh, it's exactly like I remember it. I never used these. Oh, there's the Big Wheel. Check out that Big Wheel. Holy moly. That's a brand new item at ProTinkerToys. Big Wheel. No tools needed. It's just snapped together, baby. That's what's really cool about this. No tools needed. Available at ProTinkerToys. And they're on our website right now, ProTinkerToys.com. Big wheels. Big wheel. What is that? Why is that coming back? What happened? Why did they cover the label? Okay, what happened?
They shipped it back to this address. And I was like, no, it's this address. They covered the wrong label. This is the new one. That's the old one. Why would you cover that one?
They told me that shouldn't happen.
So these are the Big Wheels. Brand new item. I don't know why we got one of these shipped to us.
We're measuring that right now.
No, you leave it in this box.
I know. I'm gonna measure the box.
You ship it in that.
Yeah. Exactly.
You better.
But that way.
All right, so we're gonna sign out on TikTok. We've had our almost our 2 hours on TikTok. We've had a great show on TikTok. Now we're on YouTube. And my kids, I bought them a big wheel, and they loved them. That's the big wheel from the 70s. Oh, yeah, baby. I had a big wheel. I know you did, Snuggles, because you were much younger than I was, okay, Snuggles? All righty, so I have to go to the dentist at 12 o'clock. So I will be signing off early today, okay? But we do have some great deals. Don't forget, on TikTok, we've got a lot of things on our website. I had a big conversation on, well, let me kind of go over that real quick. Let me just calm down for a second. Let me come back here. So we had a great conversation with, let me get right in the light. We had a great conversation with Richard at Auto World. And the AMP chassis is exactly, I said, so what are the comments about AMP chassis? Well, everybody's freaking out. And this is Richard. Richard said, everybody's freaking out because we're going to do away with the Thunderjet and the extraction and the 4-gear. And he says, that's not what's happening. The only reason they did the AMP chassis is they just are wanting to come out with new items. They want to expand. And he said they wanted to come because the labor intensity of making a 4-gear chassis is high. And they wanted to make a less expensive chassis, higher quality. That's all there is to it. When you understand they wanted to make a cheaper chassis or less expensive but higher quality, that makes sense. Because now you can spend a little bit more on quality because you're going to get the motor for a cheaper price. But it's still a more powerful motor. So these are new chassis that are going to be coming out. There's going to be new chassis. You can buy all these. Everybody's going to want to retro. I'm telling you, everybody's going to want to retrofit their cars. And they're going to want to buy in all these AMP chassis because they want to use them on all their cars. And then he was telling me this. Shh, don't tell anybody. And this is what Richard said. That this is just the first of several new innovative items that are coming from Auto World. He said he's been to China 4 times. He's going back again in about 2 weeks. And it's all about quality control. I knew it. You can have your crappy chassis and use it to, you know, it's really funny how Blue Oval Racing, I think Blue Oval Racing hates me, okay? And I don't know why he is so negative, okay? I just don't understand it. I don't understand why people are so higher quality chassis with bent axles and crappy tires and crappy rims. Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to answer that. I'm not even going to answer that. That's a foolish question or a comment, and I'm not even going to answer it. I'm not even going to respond to it, okay? I'm just moving on. I am trying to be positive. Now, if you don't want to be positive, I get it, and I understand. Don't worry about it. I'm not upset with you, okay? So that's one thing. And so, you know, they're just trying to do better. You know, it's amazing how, it's amazing. I think we're going to start banning people. And I think I'm going to ban Blue Oval Racing for 1 minute. I'm going to ban Blue Oval Racing for 1 minute. Okay. Better grab up all your 4-gear cars now, guys, while they're still. You know what's funny about Snuggles, too? Snuggles complains about everything, okay? And he doesn't, Bryan, I don't hate you. Snuggles gets me fired up. It's his fault. Well, first of all, First of all, Blue Oval Racing, let me explain to you about Snuggles, okay? Let me just explain to you about Snuggles, okay? First of all, you only can believe 1% of what Snuggles says. So, for example, if for example, let me show you something. So here is an email that Snuggles sent to me. It must have been, I sent him, this is my reply to Snuggles, one of his emails. And so his text message, he basically is this, okay? I mean, he sends so many text messages. Let me find the text message I want to. Well, I'm trying to find the. I can't find it. Dang it. It's basically Blue Oval Racing. Snuggles basically says, please don't let anybody know this. You know, he sends me so many text messages, okay? I mean, they're just nonstop. Like a couple nights ago, I was just sitting there. I was sitting eating dinner, and all of a sudden, he sends me this long text message and just complaining. And so I call him, and he basically is laughing through the whole time. He says, I knew you would call me. I ignore him. I ignore him, Blue Oval Racing. You got to ignore him, okay? All right, so we have a great show on TikTok. Don't forget to check us out at ProTinkerToys. How much are Hot Wheels? Well, we have lots of Hot Wheels. We have, we bought a Hot Wheel collection. If you want to buy a Hot Wheel collection, let me know. I've got one I can sell you. But we have the Hot Wheel cars for these. These are slot car Hot Wheels, but they're licensed from Mattel. And we have like probably about 10 or 15 Hot Wheel slot cars that have the Hot Wheel logo on them, but they're not allowed to do them anymore. Like, for example, all these Snake and Mongoose, they're all Hot Wheels. Then we have Hot Wheels that are, I think, $1.69. My Hot Wheels are $1.69. All right, guys. So we are going to be signing off on TikTok, and we are live right now on YouTube. If you go to ProTinker, we have 3 channels on YouTube. It's ProTinkerToys, Mr. Tinker. Okay, let's see who's this. Let's see who this guy is. Let's accept this guy. Let's accept this guy on TikTok real quick. Let's see if he comes on live. Hey! Ho, 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 ho. How we doing? You into toys? Are you into toys? I am Professor Tinker. I'm the toy man.
Well, I'm grown, so I don't.
Oh, you don't play with any toys?
No.
Now, wait a minute. I think the guy on top of you, are you a singer? Were you singing on the...
On top of me.
No, they're...
On top of you. He's on top of you.
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying I've got 3 images. So I've got a guy on top, and then you're on the bottom, and then I'm on the side.
I never bought him, though.
Are you the singer guy? Did I see you singing on the internet? La-dee-la-da. Are you a good singer?
I am. You don't know who I am?
No, I'm an old man. I'm a 65-year-old old grandfather. I don't do TikTok a lot. I just started doing TikTok, okay? I'm just learning who people are.
And I did too, so I don't want to hear the excuse.
What? Okay. I won't give you an excuse anymore. What are you about? Let me see. Let me guess. I know ages perfectly. Let's see. You're about 25.
No, and I'm offended because I'm younger than that.
Are you younger than 25?
Yeah, so it's giving you think I look old and musty and ran through.
No, not at all. What are you about 18 then?
18 to 25 is a crazy jump.
No, it isn't. I have kids. I have 10 kids. I have kids from 9.
So do I, baby.
You got 10 kids?
No, I don't.
I was going to say, you better not have 10 kids.
Maybe in heaven, not playing. I think he meant to say 25. Oh, thank you, user. That was cute. I'm 22. So.
See, I was pretty close. That's not that.
Okay, but like but for your like lifespan, I can see how it's close. But for me, that's like a big gap. Like for you, it's not a big gap, but for me, that's a big gap.
No, because you are.
You're 65. So if I'm like, okay, he's 65, and like that whole time frame, like of 6 decades. So okay, 3 years is not a big difference, but I only have 2 decades. So for you to say that time, like that age difference, is giving you think I'm old.
No, because you have just started. You know that 22. When I was 22, I was under the water. Okay, in the North Atlantic. Okay. Under the water in a submarine when I was 22. Your life, you will not believe what your potentials are. You have so many potentials, you have no idea what your potentials are.
Chat is giving me sees the potential in me.
You're unlimited. You have the only limit you have is what you put on yourself. So just remember that. You can do anything you want to do when you put your mind to it.
I mean, but it's hard because
No.
in school, I have a job, I have a social life, I have a lot going on.
Are you married yet?
Hell no.
You're so beautiful, though. Why hasn't somebody come around and swept you off your feet?
Because I don't like bums.
You don't like bums? Yeah, I know my son had to go to Mexico to get a wife. And so now I have 3 grandsons.
Passport, bro.
I have 3 grandsons. This is my favorite grandson. He's my first picture of the day when I see him.
Aw, he's cute.
Oh, I know he is. Oh, he's my little Mackie.
He's ethnic. Okay.
My little Mackie.
I see the Mexico in him. I see it.
Yes, that's Mackie. And then I had twins. Then they had twins 2 months ago. So I have Lawrence and and Samuel.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining my live stream. Okay.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Well, that was fun. You know, just get to talk to people that you normally don't get to talk. All right, so we're going to sign off. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early... I can't sing. All right, see you later on TikToky. All right, now we can go live. Okay, so we did our live stream on TikTok. Now we can go back on live on YouTube. Now I can... Because Blue Oval Racing is freaking out. I don't know what's wrong with Blue Oval Racing. First of all, Blue Oval Racing has to quit listening to Snuggles, okay? Snuggles is your typical... Well, first of all, you have to understand one thing. He's from New England, all right? Blue Oval Racing. You can only believe about 2% of what they say. Bryan's so patriotic, he knows the first line of the natural.
Yeah, no kidding. Team Snuggie. Team Snuggie.
No, Snuggles.
Team
No,
Snuggie.
Snuggles is not team anything. He's got serious mental
Team
issues.
Snuggie.
No, he's got serious mental issues. No, I'm serious. When a guy does this, you know that he's got mental you know that he's got mental issues.
And we are wondering what it's all about.
See, this is why you know that this man is disturbed. He does his own video about pizzas.
Smell too good. Let's see.
I mean, this is a guy that's got serious mental issues.
I guess that Ryan at TinkerToys, he likes to do it.
Richard Berry.
This guy shipped pizza across the country and expected him to eat it.
What price? What price? What price? What price? So ProTinkerToys.com is officially going to have a very interesting event on Wednesday, next Wednesday. So we have 1 week until the election, and then on Wednesday, something very important is going to be released. Okay, and I want everybody to understand that it's only gonna last for 2 hours. Okay, so you guys want to make sure that you get everything in line, because next Wednesday at 9:30 I'm going to go live, and for 2 hours something is going to happen, and you have to be ready. Okay, all I can say is you have to be ready. If you're not ready, I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be monumental. Okay, no matter which way the election goes, there's something special that's going to be going on next Wednesday, and so you don't want to miss it out. Plus, Thursday night, tomorrow night, we've got an auction. The cars, you can see the cars that we're going to be auctioning already on the website. You can, or on YouTube, as the preview show is already listed. You can see what cars are going to be sold, and it's already up there. You can see which cars we're going to be selling. Let's see, Snuggles. Tinker is a very lonely man, guy. It's obvious. His family doesn't like him. His wife stays away from him. I never see him with anybody. Well, first of all, that's very interesting that you would say that, Snuggles. Well, first of all, I don't show you my home life, okay? I don't show you how last night I had both my grandsons in my lap at the same time, okay? I love my grandsons. I took my grandson to Chick-fil-A yesterday, okay? Mac, my little grandson, he loves to be around me, Snuggles. But I don't listen to what Snuggles tells me. I only listen to what Blue Oval Racing says, because Blue Oval Racing is my real true friend. Arbuckle is my friend. Adam Hurd only cares about his live stream on Wednesday night. That's all that Adam cares about, is his live stream. Okay. And I care about everything. I care about all that we are. Let's see. Built submarines that keep you alive, Tinker. You're lucky to be here. First of all, let me explain something to you about submarines and electric boat. Out of the history of submarines, electric boat only lost one submarine, the Thrasher, because of an O-ring. They say it's an O-ring. Russia loses submarines every day because of some... The communists weren't the greatest at building things. There's one thing you have to understand about communism, is that the communists, they don't really care about problems. They just want a lot of things. That's why somebody said to me, well, do you think China would be a threat to the United States if we went to war? No, because they would fold in about a week. Their military is so inept. It is so lacking in quality product, okay? They can't even launch rockets without them blowing up. They have serious issues in quality control. And then if you speak up about their quality control, you get shot. So don't talk to me about quality with China. They have no quality. So we still have these SC386s on sale. And if you buy a case of these or a box of these, you're going to get 3 of these cars free if you buy them today while I'm doing the live stream. I have to see the order come through to me, okay? I just did 2 hours of live stream. I've got to leave around noon, so I'm going to stay on until noon. I'll give you 30 more minutes, okay, guys? So we basically have all the new cars. We have the dragsters. Those are sold out. We have the Meacham cars. Those are selling out now. And then we have all the John Wick cars. The John Wick cars, I thought these cars would sell more than they did. And these are not selling as well as I'd like. I think they're nice cars. I think one of the biggest problems is they didn't have the Ford Mustang. Now they do have the Ford Mustang in the diecast, but they did not do the Ford Mustang in Tinker. Are you going to strip down naked? Going out of business. I give up with him. I think, here's my opinion. I think Snuggles, now this is just my opinion, okay? And I'm allowed to have an opinion because I'm an American. I'm not a communist. I think Snuggles doesn't have any friends. And I am his only friend. And so I don't want to really offend him too much because I want to be his friend, okay? You just can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up. Sometimes I just don't have it. You know, like sometimes I just don't have it. You know, it's funny. You do these live streams. I do these live streams all the time. And sometimes I've got it. I know what I want to say, or I know what I want to get motivated on, or like if there's a deal here, I know what I want to do. Other times I have no clue what I want to do. It's like I don't have it. I don't have anything right now. You know, right now I don't have anything to say. Oh, I just want this election to be over with. I just don't get it. I really don't. I just don't get it. That's more fun. Let's see. Okay, now what did Arbuckle says? You can have an opinion as a communist. It just has to be the same as my opinion. Did you talk to Richard? Yes, I just, if you were watching the live stream, Adam, instead of more concentrating on your live stream, you would know what I said about Richard. So I talked about Richard on the live stream earlier. Well, actually, I did on TikTok. So, all right. So let me go over. Let me go over what I had in my conversation with Richard. Let me do something here that. I want to know what you're doing. Why are you sitting on your? I'm commenting on your YouTube.
All part of my plan. I brought those from home. Yeah, I did. I stole them from here first, but I did bring those from home. I didn't buy. I did bring them from home. I stole them from here.
Oh my gosh. I gotta sit down sometimes. I'm just gonna sit down here and I'm gonna talk to you guys for a little bit. So I'm gonna tell you the conversation that I had with Richard. So I had another great conversation with Richard today at Auto World. What a great conversation. So the first thing I asked Richard was, I want to do 2 exclusives. I want to do the Batmobile in red, the comic book version, which is exactly the same one that Tim found in the 1939 comic book. This was red in a 1939 comic book, but it was actually not this Batmobile. It was actually it was all covered, kind of like, it almost looked like a coupe. It was like a Packard, okay? And we're going to do that in red. And I told him, I said, I'd like to do the Golf tanker. I want to do the Golf tanker. And I said, can I get them by May? And he says, I'll get back with you on that. So they're going to check with that to see if we can get them by May. And then the second thing I started to talk to him was, how about the amp chassis? What are the comments about the amp chassis? And then he went into he says, well, you know, there's basically 2 groups. They think the amp chassis, they're going to do away with the old bodies, and they're not. He said, we're not doing it with the old bodies. But there are a lot of people that just hate. They just are negative. They just hate anything that Auto World does. And I can't change that. I mean, I can try, but there are a lot of people that just hate Auto World. What the heck? And so I asked him about the amp chassis. And he basically said that because everybody's complaining that they're going to do away with the extraction, they're going to do away with Thunderjet, they're going to do away with 4 Gear and Super 3. And he says they're not. And he told me, he said the only reason that they're doing the amp chassis is, number one, they wanted to try to get a new chassis that was less labor intensive in construction. Because, you know, if you can get a chassis a little bit less, then you might be able to do a set that you can put into Target or Walmart, or, you know, that you want to have no problems with when it's going into the mass market. You can go to Menards right now. Go to a Menards, and you could go in there and you can find these cars at Menards, these race sets, which are absolute garbage. That's what I got. That's what this guy sold me, all these garbage cars. Okay, all you have to do is go to Menards right now. You can buy these chassis, these cars, and they think they're 164, and they're nothing. And you could buy them, and they're garbage. Now, if they could come out with a really nice set, that's going to change a lot of things. Everybody has a problem with something. Now, Mike Roth, when Bryan, it's not hatred for Auto World. Okay, so I'm going to read this one. Bryan, it's not hatred for Auto World. It's about the lack of quality control as one of the amp chassis. I think is about lack of being able to tinker with or up with grades for racing. Again, my opinion. Now, who said that? Bryan Roth. Okay, so Bryan Roth has a very legitimate concern. You have a new amp chassis, and there's going to be no parts for it. Of course, there's going to be no upgrades right now. Now, there's a lot of the components are going to have the same components that are other companies out there. You don't know until you get one. Okay, I wish everybody would kind of just step back and say, you know what? I'm going to wait at least until it comes out. I'm excited that something new is coming. At least be that way, you know, and not knocking it before it comes. Now, Daniel and Ryan think that I'm a very negative person. A lot of people think they don't even want anything good. There are a lot of people out there that only think negative, that don't have any positive thought in their head. Now, yes, I criticize a lot. When there's a reason to complain, you complain. Then Richard said that they want to go beyond the amp chassis. They want to then have upgrades to it. Oh, really? I'm just saying that you should at least give it a shot. Don't knock it until it comes out. You know what I'm saying? At least give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm buying now as AFX and older typos. Well, the 4-gear basically is 2 magnets, okay? And a lot of times it's all about speed. You know, you want to go super fast. But the fact of the matter is, Tyco had its run, okay? It was a mass-produced car. There weren't a lot of hop-ups on Tyco at the end days from 1999 or from 97 to 99. Mattel bought Tyco. I don't know why they bought Tyco, because they invested in millions of dollars and they just shut the line down. It's really amazing. They were doing $5 or $6 million, but it wasn't enough. They're always thinking hundreds of millions. It's crazy. Barracuda Grand Coupe. That's a nice car. SC390. Thunderjet Ultra G. See, and there's just a lot of people that just, you cannot ever come up. You're always criticizing. There are people out there that just they criticize about everything. Okay. No matter what you got coming out, they'll criticize it. Okay. And that's fine. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I don't really care. I mean, I just try to promote something fun. Okay. And if you want to jump into this hobby, that's your business. If you don't like Auto World, that's fine. Okay. You can go to AFX. They have just the amount of same issues that Auto World does. Okay. And the biggest complaint with AFX right now is their cars are too wide. They're getting too bulky. And they don't look realistic on some of their bodies. It's a hobby for guys. So there's two groups of this. There is a group of guys that just want to do it with their grandkids. Okay? Maybe have some younger kids that still are at home. And they just want to have fun. They want to set up a track, give them some cars, racing, crashing. The kids have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea how fast the cars go. And the grandfather's just having fun. He's buying a Chevelle SS because he remembered it. He's buying a Challenger just because he likes the car. He's buying a Ford Thunderbolt or a Dodge 1964 Dodge 330 just because it looks awesome. And just has fun running around the track with it, okay? And then you have your other group, which are nitpicky nannies, okay? And I call them nitpicky nannies because they nitpick every little aspect of it because they want to be perfect in their slot cars, okay? I did get good news. Let me say this real quick. So about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, Jeff Hansel sent me or gave me a Willys. He made a Willys wagon with a little trailer on it. And I took it to Auto World. I said, can you do this? And I didn't know he wanted it back. Okay, I just gave it to him thinking that they were going to take it to China. And if it went to China, then it would never come back. Well, I guess Jeff called Ryan and then, because Jeff thinks that I'm mad at him and I'm not. He kids with me and I kid with him. There's nothing personal. I don't know why people think things are personal. And so Richard called me, or we talked today, and Richard said, hey, we're sending that car back. We found it for Jeff. So Jeff Hansel, we're sending your little car back to you. I think you're talking to Ryan, so continue talking to Ryan, and we're getting that car back to you. I'm sorry that I just, wasn't anything intentional. Nothing's intentional. Guys, listen, I could sit here all day long and worry. I don't, why? I'm not going, there's nothing to worry about, okay? I could have a heart attack right now and die, and none of this will even matter, okay? Not a little bit at all. I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. I'm having fun with you guys. I'm having fun with you guys. Hello there, Bryan Young, ProTinkerToys.com.
Hey, Bryan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very good.
Hey,
Who is this?
This is Steve from 13ABC.
Oh, yes. Go right ahead.
Sitting here with the guys here. How about Wednesday, 10 a.m. we come on down?
Next Wednesday,
Yeah.
10 a.m. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we look forward to it.
because we either have, depending on how the election goes, we have two big events going on next Wednesday. Either a happy event or a sad event. So, and that'll be great to get it on camera and to get some maybe videos. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. As long as our very own Chuck Stein wins, we'll all be sitting pretty. All right, we'll just fingers crossed.
We'll get fingers crossed.
Chuck in 2003. Chuck in 2003. No, we'll be good either way.
Who in the heck are you talking about? Chuck Stein.
Chuck's our video guy. You know Chuck.
Chuck Stein. No, the other two guys. What are the other two guys?
Chuck and I don't know if Dante's ever been down, but we got Chuck, Dante.
Oh, you got new people coming down here?
Chuck's been down there since day one.
Chuck has, his name is Chuck? I thought it was Doug. I'm terrible with names. I'm losing my mind.
Wait a damn second. His name is Doug. No, his name's Chuck. You'll know him when you see him.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Why'd the other guy leave?
Mike left, yeah.
Did Mike leave? He was my favorite. Mike was my favorite.
I think you're confusing Chuck. I think you got the two confused. It's Chuck.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I have no idea who we're talking about. When you show up, we'll have fun, okay?
Yeah, you'll know Chuck for
All
sure.
righty.
And I don't know if Dante or Katie, but we'll be good to go.
All righty.
Hey, how are you with your account here? Are you still paying in advance? Or
Yeah. I mean, unless you guys want to give me net 30, that'd be nice.
Oh yeah. I don't know why we should do net 30 at this point.
I've been dealing with you for 4 years.
Yeah, but you never turned credit out before.
Yeah, I know, but I'm good. That's all you have to worry about.
Yeah, I know you're good for it. I vouch for you. But yeah, no, we'll
All right, we'll work it out. No problem.
Yeah, we'll be ready to roll. We'll
Yep.
see you then.
Bye. So we're getting commercials done next Thursday or Wednesday. I'm getting some new Christmas commercials. So we're going to be raring to go, ready to go there, baby. What was I talking about before? Oh, yeah. So, some people take this too serious, like Mark Pottinger, for example. Mark Pottinger, he's just having fun. He literally is enjoying every minute of what he's doing with his slot cars. And that's all that I care about. He'll buy a car. He'll say, Bryan, I don't have this car yet. Why don't I have that car? I don't know. Hey, Bryan, I don't have this car yet. Why not? I don't know, Mark. And so he'll call and he'll place an order. And he's just having fun. See, people don't understand how fun slot cars can truly be. They don't understand how much fun you can have with slot cars. And that you can get one car, you can get another. I don't know what to tell you. Like this car right here. Now we only have one of these left. 57 Chevy Suburban. We only have one of those left. The white and yet red and yellow flames. We only have one left. The 1968 Firebird, green. What, are you kidding me? Or the silver version. You know, I could sit here all day long and just go through every car. Like, for example, the Studebaker. Beautiful car. It runs well, too. The white Studebaker and the off-red one. Just beautiful cars. But somebody will say, I don't like Thunderjet. I don't like the way they run. And they don't want to spend any time to making them fun. Okay? They should be fun when I get them out of the box. Well, excuse me. Me too. I love the cars. How about these two? Impalas with the pipes on them. Look at these beauties. These are beautiful looking cars. Or how about this one? I can't believe these are still in stock. We got the 1969 Dodge Chargers. SC392. I'm just telling you. And of any car, I do not know why I still have these in stock. I really don't. But we still have these in stock. 57 Bel Airs with his pipes. SC392s. And I guarantee you, Mark Pottinger is going to be calling me. Hey, Bryan, I want those. Or we got GTOs. Gold and blue. Look at these cars. You can't tell me these are not nice cars. No, because people will get them, and I don't like the way they drive. And they're not good out of the box. Really? Really? Are you telling me that? I got to get going. I got a dentist appointment. Blazers. I mean, these are just nice cars. Extraction. And these are beautiful Corvettes. You want to? Let me show you these beautiful Corvettes. Look at this. Look at these. I mean, these are just beautiful cars. You know, listen, you know, you could sit there at home, you know, some people just don't want to buy, or maybe, oh, I have too many. What do you mean you have too many? You take them out of the pack, you just start lining them up and you race them. These are beautiful cars. Look at that. That almost looks like a skunk. That looks just beautiful. That black with white stripe on it. I mean, these are beautiful cars. I mean, they're, you know, it's like Auto World. They really know how to make a nice looking car. Okay. And then we got these cars right here. Then buy them. So here's the situation. You know, when I was in my 20s, I couldn't afford a lot of things because I was raising my kids. I don't have any kids now. I have 3 kids right now, you know, and whatever I want to buy, I could buy it if I want. Like I went into Menards a couple days ago because I wanted to get a train set because I'm thinking I want to set up a train set, but I need switches. Well, Menards came out with switches, electric switches for $69. They sold out. Well, I don't want to just do an oval layout. I want to do one with switches and cool. Look at this. Look at these Mustangs. You're telling me that these are not, you do not want to own both these Mustangs? Yes, they're SC3 394. SC394. SC394 392. 394 392. SC 394. All of these cars are on our website. SC394. We got SC392. All of these cars are on our website. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you this right now. Slot cars is the cheapest hobby that you could ever get into. All right? And all you have to do is just keep adding to your layout. Okay? And then adding cars. This is your hobby. Everybody that's watching, this is your hobby. Arbuckle, this is your hobby. Snuggles, this is your hobby. Who else is watching? Mike, Robert Novell, Rod Rodriguez, Johnny Pro, Mike, let's see, who else here? Johnny Pro. All of you guys, this is your hobby. I'm just showing you the cool cars we have. Like the off-road cars. Set up an off-road track. It's easy to do that. And you know how you can do, you know what? I never told anybody this. That you can take your track. I shouldn't really tell you how to do this, but you can take your track, and if you put it in the oven at a very low temperature, you want to get it to where the plastic is kind of moldy. Or it will mold. You take it out, and you make sure you can't do super curves, but you can curve it to where you could do an off-road track if you wanted to by buying a bunch of gray track. Okay, it's easy to do. Okay, I've done it before. All right. Anyways, I've got to go to my dentist appointment. Okay, I've been live now since it's 12 o'clock. I've got to go live, or I mean, I've been on live now since 4 hours, for the last 4 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 3.5 hours. Okay. You got me dying out over here. So all the real cars are crap out of the box. That's not necessarily true. Then why, okay, you know what, Snuggles? If you're trying to be provocative, I get it. But if you're going to be negative like that, just don't come on the website. Just don't come on. Okay? Just don't come on. All right? Because they're not crap. Okay? I can find just as many AFX crap cars too, right out of the box. So if you're going to be like that, just, you know, I understand you want to make fun, and I want to have fun too, but just don't get on then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave that pop for tomorrow. I'll go over cars. You know what? I'm going to do this on Friday. All right, so Friday I'm just going to sit and just go through every car that we have again. People like when I go through all these cars. And I'll do that on Friday. Okay, guys? Well then, Tommy, don't you might be hurting Pop, or I'm not going to listen to him. Mr. Snuggles is Mr. Negative, please. Yeah, that's right. And I don't know why he's doing it. I mean, you get to the point where you just keep saying it over and over again. And I get the humor and everything. I know you want to try to spin me up. But you know what? It does come to the point that if you think everything is Autoworld's crap, why do you keep buying it? Okay, so that's why I know that he doesn't believe that, because he keeps on buying it. Okay, he just bought a case of these. Okay, SE3 81s and 86s. He's a hypocrite. You know what Snuggles is? He's a typical Democrat New Englander. He's from Connecticut. What do you expect? My dad had to deal with Connecticut. My dad was in Connecticut all through the 70s. He came into Connecticut, I think 1971 or 72. He got a job at Stop and Shop. And he loves cars. No, you're right, Rod. He's a car. He likes buying and selling $100,000 cars. And he thinks when he buys these, that these should be the same as his cars that he gets off the lot. I mean, it's like, give me a break. All right, guys, I hope everybody had fun today. I know it's a short story, but I know it's a short, just like me. I know, Rod, you're just like you. Actually, he's actually a Republican. I hate to tell you, Rob. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching this short live stream today. Yeah, he must be bored. Exactly, he is bored. Okay. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to have a tech show and we're going to have a tech show tomorrow night and a auction too. Okay.